All right, guys, ready to hook up to the old boat, the old dirty bird. The Phoenix needs a good washing. But like so many of you guys, I'm always trailering something. And I'll tell you what, there's no bigger beating, nothing that you know it's always going to happen. It's just a ticking time bomb. It's getting a flat while you're towing. And when does it happen? It's always rainy. It's late at night. It's a really busy area on the interstate. Everything's closed. Let me show you my #1 hack. It's a new product that should have came out years ago, but this will help you eliminate a lot of flats, kind of stave some of these problems off. And then secondly, I'll show you a couple quick hacks if you do get one, how to avoid maybe changing the tire, or if you have to, let's do it pretty quickly. So stick around and let's talk about getting out of a few of these train wrecks. So most newer cars and trucks have a system called a TPMS, or a tire pressure monitor system. It either put out a light if your tire gets low, or it'll actually show the inflation. And that's what they make now, and I got one of these. You can see this guy right here. It's solar powered. You don't have to plug it in or anything. You just use adhesive. You stick it right to the windshield. It takes like 2 seconds to apply. Put it on the wheels really easy as well. I'll show you. But it shows you the exact tire pressure and temperature on your trailer tires. I got one with 4. You can get them with 6 and extra. The thing is, a lot of these are made for aftermarket for cars. So on a car, it's really easy. The problem is the trailer, like my bass boat trailer, is 25 feet. Goes back a long ways. And if you have a fifth wheel or something, you're talking 30, 35 feet. Well, this particular one that I'm going to show you here in the description, you can see all these products right down there in the description. But this one has a Wi-Fi repeater. It works on Wi-Fi, and it keeps on continuously measuring the temperature and pressure back there. It has an alarm. So my trailer tires need to be set at 50. If they start getting down to 40 and lower, it's going to beep, 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 beep. If the temperature gets too high, that means, you know, it's probably getting low, it's rubbing, something's about to pop. That warns you as well. So with that little repeater, that's only the install thing. Setting up the repeater, you either have to put it into your taillights, wire that. So it takes a little bit. You can run it to a local like wiring shop or U-Haul or something can do it, automotive place. Or if you have power, if it's like a fifth wheel or something, you have a battery, you can put it back there. But that's the only thing that takes a little bit of extra expertise. But otherwise, this shows you continuously as you go down the road when the tire's getting low, so you can pull over and go air it up before it even becomes a problem. So here you can see the solar panel. It's solar powered. You never have to plug it in. There is a cord to charge it, but you never have to. It's just 2 adhesive things. You stick it to the windshield, away you go. And then the install on the tire, it's very simple. It has a coin battery, a little lithium battery in each of those. You simply screw it onto your tire. It connects instantly. It's all done through Wi-Fi. Super simple. In like 5 minutes, you have the whole thing out of the package and set up. Then if we crawl underneath the truck, I have my repeater, the Wi-Fi repeater down here. You can see the green means the battery power's on. You have to wire this in. You do it to a taillight, or like I said, you can do an alternative power source. But that's the one little bit of wiring you have to do. But that allows you to get that signal all the way back to your trailer. And this one I've found has no problems, at least with the bass boat, reaching all 4 of the tires all the time. Now, a couple of hacks. If you wake up in the morning, your tire pressure is low, you just want to limp it to the tire shop, get it fixed, you don't have a blowout. One, I always travel, I mean, these are inexpensive, but it's just a 12-volt tire air compressor. You know, they're great to have them on a camping trip, or if you're taking the kids tubing and you need to air up the tube and the air mattress and all that crap. It's, I mean, it's 12 volt. They're like 30 bucks. If you don't travel with one of those, I think you're crazy. And then if you do have a hole, it won't hold it. And like say it's late at night, it's 11 o'clock and it's raining, you don't want to deal with it, and it's a small hole, fix a flat. This airs the tire, and this goo in here seals it. It's not a permanent solution, but there again, if you're 30 miles from the exit or home and you just want to make it home and take it easy, and you can still monitor the pressure, make sure it's not blowing out, fix the flat for about 10 bucks. This is, you know, insurance in a can right here. So if you do have a blowout or something where you have to change the tire, even if you're just changing it at home, it can be a bit of a chore. Let me show you a couple steps that make it way, way easier. You do a lot quicker, especially if you're on a busy highway. The first one, you can make this with a block of wood. If you're in a parking lot, you can pull up on a curb, but if you have a tandem axle trailer, you don't need to jack it up. You can drive one tire up on a high spot, a block of wood, or on a curb, and then the other tire is already jacked up. It makes it really simple, a lot quicker than running the jack. A neat thing you can get is this little block, and it's not that expensive. It's pre-made. it just slides underneath the tire like that. You drive up on it, and then you don't have to jack up the tire. It makes it really simple. So here's the last thing. I keep this in the truck all the time, and this is a big hack. This has really made it a lot easier. I don't know how often you change your trailer tires, but some of them, they get rusted, seized on there. I've actually bent those 4-ways before, and you can kind of dog-ear the nuts if they don't fit perfectly. Right now, for under $100, you're talking like $80, $90. Literally, you can get a cordless impact wrench. That's right. You know, the wrench like the pros use, the air guns there. You charge this baby up, and it holds the charge as long as you need. I charge mine about every 6 months. Make sure some of these kits, I'll show a couple there that actually come with the drivers. Make sure you get ones that actually fit. You don't want to strip your lug nuts. But as long as you carry those for what you trailer and for your truck or tow vehicle as well, those things just burp, 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 and exactly like that. Burp, burp. This kind of sounds like a dog, but but those will bust off those nuts way faster. You're not sitting there trying to take them off. If they're seized up, it's really easy to get them off. You carry a little bit of liquid wrench or something too to help get those free a little bit easier. But that makes it, if you have that little block to put it up there where you don't need a jack and you hit it with that impact wrench, I mean, it's super quick changing the tire. So a couple hacks. Check them out. Like I said, I've got a whole full listing of them if you're trying to find this stuff. But that's what I travel with when you're going across country or just coming home late at night on a night from the lake or a weekend out camping. I think that's going to make life a little bit easier when you do get that flat. And it gets you down the road until the transmission goes or, you know, something else goes wrong. Good luck towing, guys.